Hi everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support, okay? Big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you for liking the videos and thank you for your subscription on YouTube, okay? So right now, Bitcoin obviously is putting its ABC correction here. We're putting one just here as well, okay? This is a relatively deep one. I'll show you for Bitcoin. So you've got this ABC just there, and this ABC was a correction down to this low, okay? So this is what you're doing at the moment. You're correcting and you're having a retracement, okay? So this retracement here, impulsive break, ABC correction down to this low, it was held, okay? And at that point you put a new impulsive break and you actually made a new local high here. So you've got a high, you've got a high, and what you've got is a low and a higher low at the moment. So this is nice price action. It doesn't feel like it, but at the moment all you're doing is simply what you did here, coming back in ABC to this low. You're doing exactly the same here. You're coming back in this ABC to this low at the moment, okay? So you can see you come up, coiled up, and then broke out basically for Bitcoin. So you ran into that level of resistance, and right now you're coming back in an ABC correction as you did here. ABC correction felt nasty, felt horrible, but it's at this point you start to coil up and then you start to attack this high, and when you broke it you come up and made a new local high here, okay? Basically a higher high. So this is nice price action basically, a level of consolidation. It's a bit boring, it's a bit flat, but you're sort of building a base at the moment. Now it's all about this low, okay? Ignore that low at the moment. It's all about this low, because this is what you're doing. You're retracing to this low because you've broken impulsive high basically. Just there, let me show you. So look, this particular retracement for Bitcoin from here to here actually retraced as deep as a 786. So that would have been an amazing area to put some bids on, because at that point when you came out and you broke this high, you actually ran into this kilo resistance just there, and that was a whopping 35% long opportunity right there, okay? Like I said to you, opportunity never feels like opportunity, but look at the wick grab, okay? If you go back there and put bids on the 786, would have made an opportunity, because it was a deep retracement. It came up, came down, you had this deep retracement to this low, you held it, and then you put a new high here. Do you see this? High, low, high, high basically. This here is noise. This is a consolidation before actually breaking the high, and you can see you ran into resistance, and right now you retrace into this low. So at the minute, you know, I'm going to show you levels, because I think you're coming down through the fibs. I'll show you these levels, look, for example. So you come down, you can see you hold the fibs and you start to come down, hold them and lose them, and you come down, and then eventually when you hold a fib and you start to coil up and come back up to attack the resistance of the fibs that you're losing, you start to come up and you put in huge moves, okay? And you start to come upstairs and you break out basically. So this is nice, okay? And there's no reason why we can't come down here, retrace from normal level support and start to do the same again, because this is an uptrend basically, and all you're doing is retracing. So from here to here, this is your retracement levels, and like I said to you in the previous video, coming down to the 0382, you originally came down to the 236 like that, you bounced, you held a lower high, and then you rolled over. Now look at the power it's took to get through that 236, okay, and this impulsive move down. So you can see you've come down, you was holding the 382, you rallied into the 55. Like I said to you, if that access resistance has gone off for a short opportunity, coming down to at least a 050, and you can see that that is pretty much where you're heading to right now. So that was an amazing short opportunity off that 55, coming down around about 5.28%. Now the previous retracement here to this low, okay, from here down to this low, so this impulsive move and this corrective move down to this low came down to the 786. So are we going to get that again? You know, potentially we could do. You know, anything is possible. There is a trend line here that I would like to see Bitcoin adhere to, I'll be honest with you, and you can see there's a bit of confluence here that is pretty much where the 050 fib is as well. So just there, because this is where Bitcoin has constantly been sort of holding this trend line, isn't it? Okay, so if you consistently hold this, you can see it's on the 050 at 40690. But if it does get a bit nasty and we start to come out of this and wick down, look at the wick in a day, if we do start to wick down, your 786 is at 36914. Now if Bitcoin starts to retrace deep here and starts to fall through these levels and starts hitting these as resistance, you know, most importantly the 786 at 36914, you know, you're coming down basically, and you start to lose that one fib just there, you're coming down to a minimal, the 1272 at 31284. And again, if you did do that and you come down, you will see a big bounce there, because this is what happened. You see the bounces off the fibs. For example, let me show you here. This was an impulsive move, and we've actually bounced off the 1272. I remember this. So from here to here, look, you came down, you've got this impulsive wave. Basically come up like this, okay, and you start to come down, you're retracing just how you are now, you're retracing to this low and this fib retracement, okay, and when you lose this one fib, your minimal target would be 1272 at 31284. You can see that this big reversal wave, because come impulsively, correctively, impulsively, and this you were retracing to this low, this one fib, and you can see you was holding its support there, you ran into resistance, and then you drop through it. And where did you find support? On the 1272. That's where you always see bounces on the fibs, okay? So yeah, you will see a bounce on that. If you do start to lose this one fib, it's going to get quite nasty, you know, but that could actually be capitulation right there, and that could be the low in just there, okay, potentially, and you will see a bounce, just like you've seen the bounce of this larger reversal wave that sort of Bitcoin's going through. And essentially, look, it's the 1414 as well, you know, of the larger reversal wave that you're actually in. Do you see that? So, you know, it's a potential target if you start to cascade through support. You're not doing it yet. You are coming down, obviously, because you're retracing to this low. It's all about this retracement. You start to come up and down like this, you start to turn these key levels of support into resistance consistently, then you give it more bias to the fact that you're creating a reversal wave, and you've got to come down, turn that into resistance, and your minimal target is down there at 3128. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. But at the minute, it looks as though you're coming down to 050 for support. And now if that holds, like I said to you, you consistently closing inside of this ascending level of support, that's nice. Okay, and what you've done here, you've got a low, you've got a higher low, you've got a high, and you've got a higher high. And essentially, if you bounce on the 050 and you start to come back up, you know, you can see you've made another higher low, sorry, and you've got beautiful uptrend structure here for Bitcoin, where you've come up impulsively, correctively, impulsively, correctively, and you're looking to come up. Now that is key resistance of 48243. I think that if Bitcoin starts to break that, you're looking at a minimal 54k Bitcoin price tag. Okay, so it's all about retracement and support, and right now Bitcoin is coming back to support. It's cascading through the fibs at the moment, but this is normal, ABC. You're coming down, you've got the 55 coming down on your head. Like I said to you, you need to create some kind of reversal pattern here, because if you do start to fall out of this ascending level support, that could be a negative statement, a precursor to the fact, okay, well, we're coming down here and we're looking like we're going to retest this one fib. You lose that, boom, 1272. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on this moving forward. I wish everyone the most luck in this bull market. Okay, we'll try and ride these waves together and find these key support targets. Take care, everyone. Back soon with another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.